Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Pharmaceutical Concepts. If you're new to my channel, do subscribe and keep watching for latest updates on pharmaceutical concepts. Today we are learning more about hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, is a very important chemical reagent, and in industrial chemistry, in food industry, in pharma industry, it is used very widely. At room temperature, it is a colorless gas and we call it as hydrogen chloride, which forms white fumes of hydrochloric acid upon contact with atmospheric water vapor. Hydrochloric acid is the aqueous solution of hydrogen chloride. Hydrochloric acid is produced in solutions up to 38% hydrochloric acid. That is, this 38% is the concentrated grade of HCl which is available in the market. That means what? Up to 38% we are able to dissolve this HCl gas, hydrogen chloride gas, into the water. Higher concentrations up to just over 40% are also chemically possible. The marketed concentrated grade HCl is 37% by assay and its density is around 1.18 kg per L, that is liter. So there are some precautions which we should not avoid with respect to concentrated HCl. It is very strong acid. It can burn your skin instantly upon contact. Thus, we have to wear gloves, goggles, and lab coats. So water to acid addition should not be done. It must not be done. This is the completely wrong process. That is, while preparing the dilute solutions of these acids, we should never add water to acid. It always has to be acid to water. If we do it the wrong way, as soon as the first drop of water mixes with concentrated acid, it will heat up, evaporate, and can just splash the content of the container on your face, and that would be a major accident. Therefore, we have to be very careful with concentrated HCl. Above 10%, that is approximately 3 molar concentration of the HCl, it is irritant. Approximately 25% HCl, that is 8 molar concentrated HCl, is corrosive in nature. And as I said earlier, concentrations up to just over 40% are chemically possible, but for such solutions or such reagents, evaporation rate is very high, and thus the storage and handling require extra precautions such as pressurization and cooling. Now, what is the molarity of concentrated HCl? Now, what is molarity? It is the amount of a substance in a certain volume of solution. It is denoted by M. It can also be defined as the moles of a solute per liter of solution. So, molarity is what? Number of moles of that particular solute present in 1 liter, that is 1000 ml solution. Molarity is also known as the molar concentration of a solution. And yes, let us now calculate molarity of 37% hydrochloric acid. So what is the molarity of concentrated HCl? That is our question. So what is concentrated HCl? Concentrated HCl, as I told you just now, is 37%. Okay. That means 37 parts of hydrogen chloride gas are present in that 100 ml water. Okay, so this means I can write it as 37 ml HCl is present in 100 ml water, that is 100 ml solution. Okay, so that means 370 ml HCl can be present in 1000 ml solution. Okay, and if we see the density of HCl, it is 1.18, which we have seen on the earlier slide, and as per this, what is density? Density is equal to mass upon volume. Okay, so that means 1.18 grams per ml. Okay, that is grams per ml. Okay, now, so this means what? 1 ml of HCl weighs around 1.18 grams. Okay, so this 370 ml HCl का weight is how much? So if you just cross multiply, you will get 436.6 grams of HCl. Okay, so this 370 ml HCl is nothing but 436.6 grams HCl in 1000 ml solution. Now, if we look at the formula of molarity, it is what? It is number of moles per liter, that is per 1000 ml. Okay, and how do we calculate number of moles? Number of moles is what? Weight upon molecular weight. Okay, so now in this case, what is the weight? That is 436.6 divided by its molecular weight, that is 36.5. Okay, and thus the answer, that is number of moles, comes out to be 11.9616. Okay, so this M, that is molarity of HCl, is 11.9616, so I can write it as 12. So this is 12 moles per liter. So this is the molarity. That means concentrated HCl, which is marketed as 37% by assay, its molarity is 12 molar. Its concentration is 12 molar. Okay, so this is what we have found out, that the fuming or concentrated HCl, which is 37% by assay, available in the market, is 12 molar. Okay, its molarity is 12 moles per liter. Now the question is how to prepare 1 molar HCl from concentrated HCl, that is 37% HCl. Say how we will prepare 1 molar HCl. So for this we should know the molarity of 37%, which we have just now calculated, that is 12 molar. We know this. Okay, and when we know the concentration of stock solution, from this we can easily prepare the solution of the required concentration. So simple formula, that is C1V1 equals to C2V2. Okay, you can also write it as M1V1 equals to M2V2 when the concentration is referred or presented in molarity terms. Okay, so here from 12 molar solution, okay, see, I have a stock solution, or I have this concentrated HCl in this bottle. I'll call it as stock solution. So this is 12 molar. From this I have to withdraw some volume x ml, and I will add some water into it, so that ultimately whatever solution is being prepared, okay, that solution will have concentration 1 molar. Okay, so from 12 molar conc HCl, from 12 molar HCl, how much volume I should withdraw so that I can prepare 1 molar HCl? So this volume we can decide, maybe 1 molar HCl of the 1000 ml volume. Okay, you can, if you want to prepare 500 ml 1 molar solution, then you can keep here or substitute V2 as 500 ml. Okay, so now if I am preparing 1000 ml of 1 molar HCl, then the calculation would be like this, and answer is coming out to be 83.33 ml. Okay, so how you will write your result? That you will Now another method for calculating the same thing, that is how to prepare 1 molar HCl using density. Okay, let us also see that. So in that case 37%, 7%. Okay, so it is 37% means what? Means 37 ml in 100 ml. Okay, and 370 ml in 1000 ml. Okay, now to prepare 1 molar HCl, I have to add its molar mass, that is molecular molar mass, into the 1000 ml. Okay, so the bottle of conc HCl, okay, which has 37% HCl by assay, okay, has how much molar mass of HCl? That is the question. Okay, that is the question. Now that I can calculate by this density. Okay, so the volume, that is mass upon density, will give me 30.63 ml. That means what? That means this 30.63 ml has 37% HCl into it. If I want that means it has 37% molar mass of HCl into it. If I want 100% molar mass of HCl, then how much would be the X? Okay, how much would be the volume I have to withdraw from conc HCl to get 100% molar mass of HCl? Okay, so if I just cross multiply, I'll get this X as 83.59 ml. So that means I have to withdraw 83.59 ml conc HCl and I have to dilute it to 1000 ml using distilled water. Okay, and this will give me 1 molar HCl. Okay, so if I want to make 0.1 molar HCl, then I will just withdraw 8.35 ml conc HCl and I will dilute it to 1000 ml. That's it. Now the next simple question is, what is the molarity of HCl solution prepared by diluting 10 ml conc HCl, which is 12 molar, to a total volume of 250 ml? So simple, C1V1, C2V2 can give us the answer. Okay, so what they have done, diluting 10 ml of conc HCl means 10 ml volume is been withdrawn from 12 molar. Okay, so from 12 molar HCl, 10 ml is withdrawn and the volume, this V2, is made up to 250 ml. So what is the concentration of this solution? This is the question. So simple, this C2 would be, so it is 0.48 molar. This is the molarity of the diluted solution. I hope you have understood these simple calculations. If you have any doubt, you can write in comment section and I would be happy to answer your queries. Thank you for watching till the end. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for latest updates. Happy studying. Bye. Have a nice day.